get the 4,000 watch hours. So tonight we're going to talk about some things that you should do, something that you should not do about getting the watch hours. So hopefully this is an event that is of interest to you, a topic that is interest to you, and then we are able to share information. We are able to move forward. Okay, so let's see if I could get the agenda real quick. But as I'm looking for the agenda, the things that we're going to talk about is what are some of the things that you should do and the things that you should not do. Now, I like to say that some of the advice comes from other YouTuber, so I like to recognize the contribution. Some of them I'm doing it myself. Others I am in the process of implementing. So basically, you'll be able to try it yourself and let me know if it works. Come back to this video and give us your comments and let us know if it's something that would work for you. I could see the numbers of watch hours climbing on my account, but I like to also say that some of the hours are coming up pretty slowly, and for that reason, it's kind of hard to tell what is working and what is not working. So, without further ado, let me find the agenda so we go ahead and do this. That's not it. Okay, here we go. So the title of tonight is How to Get the Watch 4,000 Watch Hours Fast in 2026. I like to put in a disclaimer. I don't think there's a fast way to get 4,000 hours. I think you have to just basically do what you must and do some of the things are that are working and continue to do that, and hopefully you get there. Obviously, the easiest way to get there is you get a video that hit 1 million views and you get a ton of watch hours. But as I said last night, getting a video to hit 1 million views is not it's not easy to do. So for that reason, I'm going to talk about what 90% of YouTubers are doing or not doing, and hopefully that will help you move forward and grow in your YouTube experience. The first thing that I'm going to talk about is what not to do, because a lot of people say, "Tell me what to do," but sometimes knowing what not to do is really as important as knowing what to do. So a couple of things that you always see, I see a lot of publication, and they talk about do this trick, do that trick, and you have the 4,000 watch hour in 7 days or in 2 days. I haven't tried some of those tricks because I don't believe in them, and I also because other people have said clearly that if you do those tricks, yes, you get the 4,000 watch hours, but basically YouTube will go back and take it all back. As you can see, there are a lot of channels that they get monetized, then they get demonetized because YouTube basically went back and took away the watch hours that they had accumulated by using tricks. And we may talk about some of those tricks here. And so you see what I'm talking about. Not all of them. Okay, so we're going to talk about some of the tricks so that you guys get familiar with them and learn what possibly doesn't work. So since I have not been demonetized, I cannot tell you what doesn't work. But I could tell you what other YouTubers are saying that doesn't work. Fair enough. The the that will cover the first item here that says no tricks. Try to get your watch hours organically. I'm going to talk about how to get your hours organically. Organically, and organically obviously mean posting videos, posting high quality videos, looking at your analytics, making a determination what works. Remember last night we looked at the analytics and we looked specifically at what's actually working, and I could kind of do a quick summary in case you did not join me last night. Let me see if I could open up a page and quickly run you through what I'm talking about. So if you open your YouTube page and you go to content, and then you go to advanced, not sure, your content, you go to analytics, you go to advanced mode right here, which is in the top. Let me go back, see if I can find it. It's right here. I don't want to go too fast. Right, I went to analytics, then I went to the advanced mode right here. And then you have a series of reports that you get. Here you get the last 28 hours, the source of your traffic, the geographical location where your traffic is coming from, your audience by age group. If you understand your audience by age group, you should be able to know how to shape your videos so that you get more watch hours. Audience retention, we talked about that. Select a video here, any video that you think that is good, and apply the there. And here you look at your retention. We talked about if the retention is over 20%, I think it was between 20 and 30%. 20 and 30%, you're really doing well. This one is doing well, but as you can see here, after 20, in this case, 34 seconds, 40 seconds, the retention gets really, really bad. And if you choose a different video, like I did last night, I think I chose this one here. The retention was only 16.7%, 16.9% retention, which is not within the range that you want to have. You want to have about 20%. And also I talked about, you'll be able to evaluate stock video versus AI generated video. This is a stock video. And you could tell that because I have used that image before in other videos. And in the one that we had the higher retention, which was here, I know for a fact that steals our youth, our strength. This was a AI generated video. So one of the things that you get to understand is basically looking at your analytics. You're able to determine what is working for you and what's not working for you. So that's what we mean when we say get it organically. Understand what you're doing, understand the video that you're doing, and basically create better videos. The better videos you create, the more people will watch it, the more watch hours you will get. Now, this is something that I heard a lot, and obviously you have to talk to more experts if you want to. But they're talking about posting the video and having multiple accounts that are yours to watch the video. It seems like yes, you accumulate the watch hours doing that, but I think the algorithm looks at the IP address where those are located. And as I heard, because I'm not sure about this one, and they say that could potentially get YouTube to disqualify some of the hours that you have accumulated. So switching account after you post the video to rewatch it may give you the hours that you need. It may not give you the hours that you need. So you have to evaluate that. One way to do it though is to get multiple people to watch your video while it's being posted or after being posted. And I'm gonna talk about it and what works for me. That's so that I could do what works for me. And instead of posting, I actually stream my video and try to get other people to watch it at the same time. But switching account and using multiple channels to watch the video within the same IP address may be a no-no. Now, this is something that I heard of, but I haven't experienced it because I don't do it. They say getting a viral video from another YouTuber, add it to yours, and watch it in your channel. And then at the end, you come in and you might make some comments or commentaries. Now, I heard that commentaries are okay within YouTube. I don't do commentary in other people's video because personally, I have some concern about copyright information. Now, one way to do it here is you may want to say, for example, let's say you want to watch a video from YouTuber X. Is you communicate with a YouTuber and you say, hey, I want to watch a video. I want to do a commentary on it. Will you give me permission to do that, right? So if you can send your sort of written message to say, hey, it's a great idea. If you give me some credit, I will go ahead and I'll let you watch my video in your channel. Now, that way, when YouTube contacts you and say, hey, you have a copyright violation, and you have to say, no, I do not. Here's the proof that I got permission to do that. So if you get permission from the person who posted the video, and you should be able not to get a copyright violation to go forward. But if for just getting a video from somebody else without permission, that's going to get you a copyright violation, and that could get you in big trouble with YouTube. So that's one of the things that you should not do. The opposite of that is actually you get the permission that you need to do that. Like, for example, if you were to look at my video, I don't know how much view I have on this one. I'm not looking at that. And you say, and you write to me and say, I want permission to post, to watch my video and your video in my channel and be able to make commentary on it. And basically, and I write back to you and I give you permission to do that. That would be great. To me, it's a win-win situation. Like, for example, one, when you watching my video, you are giving me additional views, right? So that's a win-win for me. And if you give me credit for watching my video in your channel, and people say, oh, I want to go see what other video Ramos writers had, and that also is a win for me. So it's a win-win for the creator of the video. It's a win-win for the one that posts the video. But if you do without permission, it is a copyright violation, and you're going to get in a lot of trouble for doing that. So be careful. Do the right thing. So the other one that is here, I want to be sure people understand what I'm saying here. Restreaming is okay. It's authorized for YouTube. You don't get a violation. You don't get a penalty for a streaming video. What I've seen on the internet, some of my researchers said if you restream and you're looping your video within Restream, that's where YouTube say, yes, you watch a video 500 times, but only counts for one. So you get your watch hours that way. But then at the end of the day, YouTube will go back and delete most of the watch hours that you receive from that. Now, also, let's say that you did the looping process, right, on the Restream, and you get like 500 subscribers. When they take the hours away, all those 500 subscribers will also go away. So it's a lot of effort for what could potentially be Nothing, because it may not work. So we looked at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 things that you shouldn't do. No tricks. Um, get your hours organically. Do not. That should be a subset of that, right? Switching account is a potential no-no because of the if you're using the same IP address to do that, potentially not all the hours are going to count. Getting viral video and adding or watching your channel without permission is a no-no. It's a truly no-no. You can get a copyright violation with that, and basically you will get suspended probably. And restreaming is good, but looping and restreaming together may cause you to have some problem. Now, I'm not an expert, but I could tell you what I have read, and that's why I haven't done it. That those two, that looping and restreaming, is something that could get you in trouble. Okay, so you have the not to do, and you have the opposite, right? No trick, get it organically. Switching account, get multiple people to help you watch it. Getting viral video for another channel, watching it on your channel. The counter to that is get permission. Get permission. That way you don't get any copyright, no copyright violation. And restreaming is, and looping is no good, but restreaming by itself is good. So no looping is okay. So let me write this down, no copyright violation. Now, let's talk about what works, what's something that have works for me and has worked for other people. Let's see if we could share those and see if that will help you. With the first one, if you stream long video with high retention, video up to 10 minutes, is something that's very helpful. And the way that you know high retention, basically back here, you look at your analytics and you basically try to make a determination what is actually where you have the retention percentage, and then that basically you use those kind of videos in order to get what you need. Now I want to see if I could find this. See how you do that. 24 perform. This one, I think it is. So you could look at the entire population of your video and find out which one are working. Like this one here, have massive amount of view in 24-hour period. I can get it to come up. There you go, that one. Number great, about 2,000 view in 24 hours. Excellent. The second one here had 800. So those kind of video that have high performance are the ones you want to be looking at, and you want to be able to work with and make it into high retention. Now, the recommendation is that they be 10 minutes or longer, right? I cannot vouch for that. Most of my video are close to 10 minutes or less than 10 minutes. I found it, for me, still difficult to create videos that are 10 minutes long. Not impossible. It just takes me a while to do that. I'm working on one right now, which is basically, I'm trying to create 2 videos that are very similar, couple them together, and that will give me greater than 10 minutes. Because creating a long video for more than 10 minutes, it is kind of hard for me, at least for the tools that I have. Not impossible. It's just a new experience for me that I don't have. So stream long videos, longer than 10 minutes, that are high retention is the first one. And this is the surest way to get there. But I like to tell you that it's very hard to get high retention videos, especially that are 10 minutes long. Not everybody could do it. I know that it's possible. I've seen it done all the time. But for me, that is a challenge. And I'm quite sure it's a challenge for a lot of people. but that's the way to get it done. So that's what you need to strive for. Now, the other portion here is to have unique sounds. Uh, yeah, for example, for me, I'm very monotone. I'm just here giving you an explanation. It's like I'm teaching you how to cook a meal, so to speak, right? I'm going step one, and step two, and step three. I don't have that bubbly personality that's supposed to go, hi, how are you? And they make all this crazy sound, all this crazy voices and crazy, gesture to get your attention, right? That's not me. I don't have that personality. I'm always more of a, professor like, speaking, uh, providing information, teaching information. That's my kind of delivery. But if you can either through yourself or by introducing unique videos, unique sounds, unique things, you might be able to do that. Let me give you an example, one that I'm working on. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Here you go. I think it's right here. No, it's not. It's like, for example, you could use an avatar to be able to do that and make it speak, which I have in some video. Another one to do it would be, that's just the same thing. Right here. These are the pictures. This is the anime. This one doesn't have any voice, right? But in reality, most people, when you kind of see this is a kiwi, you see a kiwi speaking, what would happen? People they will listen for a couple of seconds. And one of the things that I'm trying to do is eventually introduce some sort of introduction to my video, perhaps by my famous kiwi or by something else. Right now it's in a loop. So basically you kind of getting perhaps mesmerized by it, but maybe not. Anyway, so go back to this. So that's what I mean, like especially here and here, so your personality, and I'm going to switch this too because they're kind of the sound and the sounds and unique sounds and views. I'm going to put it on videos or clips. And what that does, somebody may say, what was that? I didn't see it. Let me go look again. What is he saying? So in reality, what you're saying is, would that pause you for 30 seconds to go back and look at it? Now, if you guys know the rules in YouTube, if you're doing a live show, you're doing anything, and a person watches for 30 seconds or they make a comment, you basically have gotten enough to get credit for that person watching your video. If they just click in and click out, you're going to get zero credit for that. So that's why it's important to be able to have these unique sounds, music in the background, which I don't hear mine, but you should be able to have that. Let me double check something real quick. This should be hearing music. I set up a music account to be on the background, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So let me go look why my music is not playing. Double check here. Oh, it's off. Give me a second, I'm gonna put it back. So at least, you got two things, right? You could hear the music in the background. You could see a unique pictures, a unique clip, and some people might go back and take a look at it and spend the extra 30 seconds that you need to get you there. And I'm saying, is this a trick? It's something not to do with. It's not a trick. This is a media technique, right? Is do something that would attract your attention. Do something on the air that people will look and go back and say, "Oh, that was cute. Let me go back and look again." That's what makes the video go viral. So that's what I mean by that. let's go back to the agenda. So we talk about unique sounds and clips, and that's to allow the audience to have a second look at what you're doing and what you're presenting, in the hope that they will watch your video for a lot longer. And this is what I was speaking of earlier. In my case, if you see, I don't do a lot of arm waving. I don't do a lot of which is some people do. They have a personality. You have someone that like to wear glasses and be able to speak, make a very funny gesture, which is great. If you have a personality, your personality is made for YouTube. Now I'm more of a storyteller. I like to tell a story, and when you see my bio live stream, usually what I do is when I'm working on a story, I like to work on it online, present it with my ideas, how I move forward. Now, if you recall yesterday, let me see if I can find it. Yesterday we talked about the development of story, which is basically, the process for getting there. My preferred method is to come up with an idea, whatever spark is on my brain saying, you got to write about this. Like tonight, I was trying to think, what out of the many topics that I have, what should I talk about? What should I discuss? And last night I talked about the process between the idea first to the packaging first. And I'm going to briefly run through it because I watched a video from last night. You will go ahead and come back and rewatch that one. My process is you get the idea, you write down the script, you create the video, then you create the title and thumbnail. So title and thumbnail are at the end. And the reason for that basically is that I tend to change my titles and thumbnails multiple times throughout the life of that video. They don't stay static. Or some of the most famous YouTubers say, hey, I spend most of my time creating a title and a thumbnail first. I will not even think about writing the script of what was in the video before I do that. Now, there's something to that because the premise is you could have the best video ever, but if nobody watches it, you're not going to get any views. And what attracts the people, the two things that attract the people the most to watch a video is the title and the thumbnail. So there's some validity of that process. So I'm not discounting it. I'm just saying for me, I go to the idea and then I work towards the title and the thumbnail. But I do have in mind the fact that a title and thumbnail are key to success. And I have proven that by some of the videos that I have posted, where I get very little views, and where one that I have good title, good thumbnail, I get much better views. So it's for you to decide what to do on that. But at the end of the day, those are the two different ways to do that, right? So, like I say, I'm a storyteller. I'm basically, I am going to tell stories from beginning to end, and I want to develop it online with the audience. If it's something that appeals to the audience, then basically it's something that I will continue to do. And I look at the comments and I take it from there, and I will change the story based upon the feedback that I get. That's the beauty of this, right? So if you tell a story and you get some positive or negative feedback from the audience, then basically what will happen is you are able to modify your path to success. It's kind of difficult to operate in a vacuum. It's like right now, am I speaking to a vacuum? Am I speaking to a person? Am I speaking to my computer? Kind of hard to tell unless I get feedback from the audience. So that's why I ask, please send me your comments. Please send me your like. Don't like this, like, but if I must get them, right? So again, While work is telling a story one way or another, whether the story is like and dislike. The other one is using emoji. And let me see if it works here. Control. Yeah, it does work. So this is a trick that I kind of learned recently. If you press the Windows key in your computer, and then you press the preview, you get this little emoji dialog box here. You could select from the list that's given to you. I cannot get this thing to come in yet. You could kind of ask for more by pressing this one here. You could change it, get more different ones. You can see you have quite a few selections. You could select from. They even have some food items. There are some people that are very good when it comes to emojis. But I use them on videos, I use them on some of the writings that I have, I use them on the description, I use them on the title sometimes. It seems to attract attention, and something that you may want to do about that. I may want to use them. And see if I could show you a title, or if I use or a description or something. Let me look here. Back here. Back there. Go back. You can do it. Go back. So content. I don't pick anything. It doesn't really matter. Let's see this one. You can see I have some emojis there, right? So let's see, control. I'm gonna have some French fries because I'm hungry. As you can see, you could add it to your description. And I really got it to the title, but right now I have 3 different titles. And this is what I was saying before, right? Selecting the titles ahead of schedule is kind of hard because you have the A/B testing that you could do with your title, where you could test all 3 titles or more. And on 3 titles is the maximum you could test. And then at the end, you'll be able to tell whether or not you have which one of the 3 were better. And also here on the, if you can find it, on the thumbnail, you could change it anytime you want to. You go back over there, you change it. Sometimes I get suggestions from my program to say, hey, I have a title which has a higher value based on the SEO. Do you want to change it? And basically, I have to change it a lot of times. So you change the title. As you see here, you could auto-generate one. You could do A/B testing on your title as well. For the most part, I haven't been doing A/B testing on my thumbnail, and that's because I receive an advice and say, like, hey, that's just too much. But in reality, I don't do A/B testing on my titles, because you want to use all the things that are available, because one single title may not give you what you need, right? So if you do A/B testing on your thumbnail and you do A/B testing on your titles, it just gives you a higher probability that your video will be higher in quality, get more views. I'm going back to what I was saying here, right? If I'm gonna do A/B testing on my title and thumbnail, why would I start with that, right? I will have to develop 3 titles and I have to develop 3 thumbnails, and then start with the A/B testing right at the beginning, which is okay. Sure, but not all video gives you the ability to do that. So you could select this one because some of the most famous YouTubers saying title or thumbnail are keen, and they are. But the question is, do you start with that, or do you do that after you have your story? Because you want title and thumbnail to be in concert with the story that you're telling. You don't want it to be clickbait, so to speak, right? You don't want to show Godzilla destroyed Detroit when your video is about, eating bananas. That's not going to help you with your audience. It's not going to help you with YouTube. So your choice, do title and thumbnail first, do the entire process, and then do that at the end. So that's what I was meant. That was the meaning that I was saying. And the proof is in the pudding, right? The proof is here. You could do A/B testing to your title, and you could do A/B testing to your. Let me see if I may have to create it. Let me double check. I will not save it if I don't. So this are all the same. So I'm going to take this option. They all seem to be the same. They all seem to be the same. So you could change a new test. You could do a new test. The current test will be deleted. Do you want to continue? No, I don't. No, I'm not gonna do that because I'm doing this live and I haven't really experimented with it. So I don't want to ruin the testing of this video. Let me see how it's doing. Oh, it's not doing that well. Well, we got 6,000 views, so you can see it keeps climbing. So I'm not gonna mess it up. I'm gonna leave it alone and see how far it gets. Okay, go back to my agenda again. The next step would be cross promotion of your video. So now this is a very interesting one. It's something I started doing recently, right? So the way this works for me, you could change it and do it your own self any way you want to. But before the creation of a video, what I do is I work with my subscriber or my audience to talk about the idea that I have, right? I think I said that earlier, right? And develop the idea online, develop the idea, develop the outline, develop a rough draft or the story that I want to tell, develop a rough draft or the script that I want to talk about, and then either outside the live stream or basically within the live stream, I might make some changes. I look at the comments, and basically I work live with the audience to be able to basically tell a story that is compelling. Remember, I'm a storyteller, right? So I want to tell a story that is compelling. So I kind of try to work that with my audience. Then after that, I stream. I don't put here and promote, right? So this is important. And promote the video, meaning that I set it up for streaming like 24 hours later. I don't just post video anymore. I stream my videos because that gives me a better watch hours per video posted so far. So I set up for streaming 24 hours ahead. Then I promote it to all of my subscribers, and it gives them a chance to sign up. They get like a notify me when it starts, and it automatically will pop the video for them. And I could tell people that I know by phone. I could send text. I could send email. I could send all kinds of different things promoting the video, and that tends to get people to watch. And the turnout rate could be as low as 10%. It could be as low as 5%. But 5%, if you send it to 1,000 people, it's still a lot of people. If you don't know a lot of people and you give 5% out of 100, it's still quite a bit of people anyway. But still, so before I work with my audience, then while I'm streaming, I promote the video and I watch the video with my subscriber at the same time. And then I review, make comments on a live stream right after the video or the day after the video. after I get all the comments and I kind of go over to all of them, deposit the negative comments, and then do that. So if you do this process here, this crop promotion, that will give you the greatest number of watch hours that you will ever get out of one. Like one video, you might get. I don't want to speculate because I don't know how many people will be attending, but you could get hundreds of hours, you know, close to it by doing it this way. Rather than if you post a video one time, even if you get 1,000 views, you may only get like 10 watch hours or something like that. I'll promise you, you do this, you're gonna get 3 times as much watch hours as you would if you just basically post the video. I'm a big believer on that. Now this other stuff here, I'm gonna talk about it real quick. Let's say, for example, let me see if I have it on this one. Yeah, it's talking about using subtitles, end screen, and cards, and quizzes. Those are the newest thing on YouTube, especially the quizzes. So the end cards are, although I haven't really gotten really good at it, people say they select the specific video they want people to watch towards the end of the video. And basically, it will pop up and say, watch my next video. So I think I have an end card on this one. I'm going to try to just go to the end, see if it shows up. This one doesn't have one. Oh, for demonstration. Oh, right there. You see that? That will lead you to the next video. That will lead you to my channel to subscribe. So if I get to the end and I wanted to go to my next video, I will just click there, and it will automatically take them to the video that I think that they needed to watch. And this one is probably one of my most recent live streaming that I did. So that's what I mean by using end screen and cards, right? So at the end of the video, you get like a little pop-up that says go to my next video, and that tends to increase your retention, because the goal that you want to do is you want to keep the individual in your channel. You want to keep him going from one of your videos to the next, to the next, to the next. And the more you could do that, the better you could do that, the more people you will retain, the more people that will that look at your stuff, the more watch hours that you will get. So that's what it means by adding comments and getting comments in live stream, and be able to use end screen with your video, right? So it's end screen and cards and quizzes. You'll say that. End screen, cards, and quizzes. You see me, I kind of update my agenda live, and that's okay, because I start with a general agenda, and it's sort of like a live event, whereas I try to basically improve it as I go forward, as I go. I don't have a fixed set of things that I want to talk about. I have a basic topic, and I frame my responses based upon that. Okay, the last item, which I think is really one of the best ones, is to add a playlist in the description. Now, I haven't been doing that, except for a quick video that I did last week. one of the suggestions that I have is when you create a video, you have a playlist, whereas you are able to say, hey, take a look at this group of videos. You do it in groups of threes, right? So if it's something that I like for example, let's say bass was something that I like, I would do 3 videos about baseball, and then I would list those 3 videos, those 3 links into the description. Like for example, this right here, right? I could copy the link, and I could go to my next one over here, for example. And let's call this playlist. Give me that option. Let's pick another one real quick. We'll save this. And let's save this one. I'm doing this as an example so you kind of have an idea, right, what I'm talking about. And then I may have the same video here, so to loop it back. See, I could say watch my playlist. And then, like I was saying earlier, you want to have a couple of emojis to kind of attract attention to it. I don't know if you're a fan of food or whatever, but these are just people. So you see that basically what it does is when they look at the description, instead of just looking at words all the time, they probably get attracted by the emojis and say, oh, I could go to the next video, and I could just kind of copy and paste, you know, to the next one. And I'm giving some instruction, copy and paste. So you say that, and that's what I mean by, you know, playlist in the description. That, based on a sample that I did, it worked fairly well. Now, it's not a large sample, so I'm not going to tell us, going to give you billions of views, but anything that you could do to basically get views, it will be good for your channel. So let's see if I could recap real quick. Tonight we talked about a couple of things. The main issue is to help us get to the 4,000 watch hours fast in 2026. Like I said, the word fast is more of a clickbait than anything else, because as you'll see, I don't have a magic bullet to get to 4,000 hours. I have some things that you should not do, and I talked about things that you should do because they are working. And I talked about, first of all, no tricks. The opposite of that is to get your watch out organically by having great videos. The other thing is switching account or using multiple accounts to watch your videos. YouTube kind of has the same IP, so therefore that may or may not help you. Most likely it's not going to help you. This one here is getting viral video and adding it to your channel and watching it under your channel. Unless you have permission, that's going to be a copyright violation. You get in trouble with the video creator because they will report you, and you get in trouble with YouTube because it's a copyright violation. So don't do that. The other thing that I talked about was technique or restreaming and looping, right? And I said, you know, I'm gonna put in here, restreaming is good. It's good, because actually I'm using more and more restreaming than before I was exposed to that. But the key to that is you are restreaming your own video, and you are doing some of the technique which I talked about that in the bottom part to give you an idea as to how to get better at that. And the things that you should do, right, because it works, are some of the things. You want to have videos that are 10 minutes or higher, that are high retention. Let's look for stream long video. Stream long videos, because that's what's working. Now, getting to 10 plus minutes is sort of my goal. There are people that will create 30 minutes video with no problem. I still have some issue with that. I still don't have a good tool for doing that. But I'm getting there. I'm up to 9 minutes sometimes, because I think it's too long. It's kind of hard to manage. Not only the script, it's kind of hard to manage the graphics. It's hard to manage the AI to do things beyond that. I have a program that gets me up to 20 minutes, but then it's very expensive and I don't like to use it. I try to keep things reasonable and affordable. The other thing that we talked about is using unique sounds and clips, and I gave you an example using what I call my Kiwi, and that's just one example where you can basically use any kind of a gimmick that you like, and or any kind of pictures that you like to be able to get you there. Another way to do it is basically to use an avatar. This is supposed to be my avatar that I only use infrequently, but I can make it come alive based on some of the programs that I have. So, and creating sound like right now you're listening to the background music on my channel. I could change that. I could, for example, let's see if I could do it right now to give you an idea of how to do it. I'm using Restream, and they give you a lot of different options to do that. I'm gonna pick something. Not that it matters, but to start playing the other music, nothing is coming out on this one. Great demonstration. Oh, there it is. Make it higher. You don't want to make it too high, because if you do that, then you kind of don't get the opportunity for your voice to carry. My voice is very low right now because it is what it is right now. So, but you're making unique sounds and clips, adding unique clips, unique images. It's a way to help attract individuals to what you're doing. And I talked about why you want to do that. Those are not tricks, those are more like techniques. And basically what that does is you want to get your people, your subscriber, to watch whatever you are doing for a minimum of 30 seconds, or to be able to make a comment like, oh, I love the sound, or oh, I love that clip. And those type of steps, those type of events, what gives you the watch hours that you need, even if they don't stay for the entire amount. That's why it's important. The other one is show your personality. For me, I have one kind, straightforward, don't have that gimmicky personality that some people have, or some natural personality people have. But if you have one, display it, store it on YouTube. That's going to get you subscribers or people to stay and watch your video for a longer period of time. If you don't have one, don't worry about it. Do the best you can. Just be yourself. That's all you can do. I'm trying to be myself every day. Hopefully people will like me. Hopefully at least they won't hate me. But that's the way it is. Now, another thing is a sure way to do it. Look at all the successful YouTuber, right? The most famous of them all, Mr. Beast. Look at his video. Look what he does, and try to emulate, not copy, not use his stuff, but emulate. Be able to learn from him and be able to create better video, better story, very events. Okay, so he's really good for that. In my case, I said that I was a storyteller. So therefore, telling a story as you create your live streaming or your video is really the way to go. People get hooked by the story. Some of my video are telling a story about something that happened, and those are the ones that the best. So you got a story that emotional, which to me works great, and I get a lot of views from that. I have a story that are funny. I'm not a funny guy, but I try to emulate people that are funny, and hopefully that gave me some clicks. Okay, the other thing to do basically is to show emojis, and I show you how to create emojis by basically pressing the window key and the period at the same time, and that will bring up this little box in here, and you're able to add some more emojis to your account. You see right there. Okay. And the one that I think is the best way to get watch hours, so that's what the topic is tonight, is to engage with your subscriber. Before you post a video, go do a live chat and explain to them what are you doing, what's the video about, what's the idea behind the video. And in my case, I not only do that, I work on the script, I work in the story with them, and give them a quick outline of what the story is all about. Then I create the story, and I kind of talk about that on live. Then I create the script, do the same thing, create a draft of the video, and I try to do that live because sort of like I'm promoting that video from the very inception, from the idea creation, all the way up to the publishing of the video. And then I might even do some editing online. Although people know how to edit, I say, well, that is how I edit. Now, I'm not showing that I'm brilliant. What I'm showing is my weaknesses, my mistakes, or the little things that I know that might help somebody else, right? So I'm not the greatest at anything. I just know how to do a few tricks that I learned in the last couple of months working YouTube. But I try to do that online, so people will see when I can't get that. This didn't work for me, and I'm trying to be frank about it. If it doesn't work for me, it doesn't work for me. Like tonight, I was 30 minutes late for the live stream. Why? Because my system would not connect. So I had to work different things, so a little different avenue to try to get it to work, and finally it did work, right? So that's the whole thing, is making a mistake is not a problem. Just be honest about what your limitations are, and people will understand it, right? So before I do the story with my subscriber, I schedule my stream 24 hours ahead of schedule, right when it's ready to go. And usually it might take me days to work on a video, to the point that I get it, okay, this is really good, this is why I'm doing it this way. I will stream it, schedule the stream 24 hours. I'm gonna put schedule here. 24 hours. Then I will promote the video. I mean, through email, through text, through voice, through whatever means I can. I promote it to my subscriber and to my friends. Say, watch the video with me, and then I review the comment on a live stream, either the same day right after, or most likely the following day, because otherwise it becomes a very long day as to what you're doing. I look at the comments, good and bad comments, try to give a reply to them if I can online, and also on the video, on the live stream. Last thing is to use end screen cards and quizzes. That's one part of the publication of the that should be part of here, but it's okay, it's where it's at. But use those things to increase engagement. You want people to watch a video, to stay within your channel and watch the second or third video using the same technique. That's what you want. That's the goal that you're trying to achieve, right? And the last one that I talked about was creating a playlist on your video, and this is an example of what I'm talking about when it comes to a playlist. Creating a playlist in the description of your video, and this is what I'm talking about here, having subtitle, end screen, cards, and quizzes. You've got multiple quizzes. Usually I try to have at least one quiz, simple quiz, probably it's a yes or no answer. Let me see. Okay, see. When you are walking through the civilian nation alone, what is the one thing you miss the most about having a squad in your back? So I give them two choices, right? And they choose one. And this one was selected apparently by me or somebody else. And then I could see the answers, and see what the what happened, right? So different tools that you have to make a determination of how you want to engage your subscriber. So that being said, that is the end of this streaming tonight. I'd like to thank you, all of you who stay with me, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow around the same time. I try to come online around 9 a.m. but sometimes in delay because of technical difficulties. With that being said, I'd like to bid you all good night.